Alright, today I'm going to begin a new Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough on critical mode. I'm not normally a big fan of really high difficulty stuff. I'm not a great player, as I said throughout my Kingdom Hearts journey. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is a lot of fun. Critical mode gives a lot of neat perks, and so I want to try getting it through. I have played some on critical mode, haven't completed a playthrough, so that's going to be the purpose of this journey. I have a death counter set up to keep track of how many times I die, because that's going to happen a lot. As I was setting up for this stream, I was playing a little bit on new critical mode and died in the first area. You really can die with Roxas. It is station to the heart and all that. Probably still need to turn volume down a little because this is a quieter song. Hopefully it's not too quiet. Anyhow, let's get started. Need to skip this because I'm going to be going through and letting most of the cutscenes play, but gotta skip the copyright music. Don't want to be DMCA'd. Because I had the DMCA music on my original recording, my page 2 came through doesn't have this first opening part.
Man, doesn't that tick you off?
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Cypher's gone too far this time.
I mean, it's true that stuff's been stolen around town, and we've got a score to settle with Cypher and everything. So, if he wants to think we did it, I can't really blame him. See, that's not what really bugs me. What really bugs me is that he's going around telling everybody we're the thieves. Now the whole town and their mothers are treating us like the Klepto Club. Have you ever been this ticked off before in your life? 'Cause I haven't. Nuh-uh. Never. Now, what to do?
I think this is going to be okay, yeah.
Well...
We could find the real thieves. That would set the record straight. Hey, that sounds fun.
But what about Cypher?
First, we gotta clear our names. Once we find the real culprit, everyone will get off our backs. Oh no! They're gone! Are gone!
First time I saw this, about
What?
16, 17 years
All
ago,
are gone?
I found this weird censoring extremely odd.
You can't say... Why not?
Because it's been
But you
censored.
do understand what I'm saying, right? Are gone.
Stolen. And not just the word.
They stole it too.
What kind of thief is that? Cypher could never have pulled that off.
Yeah.
All right, time for some recon.
Huh?
His heart is returning. Doubtless he'll awaken very soon.
really is a shame that my first video couldn't be uploaded because of the opening, and I
Roxas,
never
come
did
on.
bother to redo this intro. Not a super huge big deal, but it does set up a bunch of the stuff there. Having the word stolen is weirdest thing. Over here. Okay. The only part of the game where I'm guaranteed not to die. Let's get this investigation underway. Yo, Roxas. Never thought you'd do such a rotten thing. We didn't steal anything, alright? I'd like to believe you, but who else would steal that stuff? What stuff? As if you didn't know. Hey, I'm not gonna tell you. Go ask at the accessory shop. And that seems really weird, but considering that they can't say the word, it's probably really embarrassing to say just blank spaces and be censored all the time. Come on, Roxas, ask her. And of course, knowing that, spoiler, this is a simulation, people acting slightly weird because of that is par for the course. Oh, hello, Roxas. Oh, it's you, Roxas. Please don't let me down. You used to be one of my favorite customers. I'm not a thief. Okay. No fun having everyone suspecting me, you know. And you've got to find a way to clear your name. The woman at the candy shop is pretty disappointed, too. Roxas, have you seen my cat around? And now the hardest tutorial in the game. Save the cat, not by jumping up and getting it, but by using lock-on. Wow, we saved the cat by locking onto it. Thank you, Roxas. Did they steal something from you too? Oh, yeah, something important. Just so you know, we didn't do it. I believe you. Thanks for that, ma'am. So what did they take from you? My precious beep. Looks like the culprit is going around stealing beep. And not just beep, but the word beep, too. This isn't your average thief. Wonder if Cypher would know anything about this. We gotta talk to him. Come on, to the sandlot.
Thieves.
That was low, you know?
Oh, yeah? Nice comeback there, Blondie. What'd you say? You can give us
He's
back
blonde
the-
too, and he
Now.
calls him Blondie like that's
yeah,
an insult.
you're the only ones who would take it, you know?
That was undeniable proof that we totally owned you, lamers. So what did you do? Burn it? Huh. Not that we need some to prove that you're losers.
Replay.
Now you're talking. I guess if you get on your knees and beg, maybe I'll let it slide. Roxas!
On critical mode, it's even more important to grab the attack bat because you have nothing else to do early game, and the early game is actually really hard when you have no other weapons.
Roxas, focus.
I actually like the look of the defensive one, though.
Deal, loser! Come on. Quit playing around and fight. Kneel, loser! So long!
Even on critical, this isn't a hard fight. It's like the only fight in the game on critical that isn't somewhat
Cypher's
difficult.
not feeling so hot, you know?
Tournament decides.
How did they beat him in the first place?
Whoa!
it's kind of clever, and I do kind of get when,
The thief?
with him in a data world, that stealing the photos is something it's attracted to, but doing it when he's right there as well and ignoring him, and then running away, it's like, what on earth is this thing thinking, if it's simple-minded enough just to go after him or pictures of him? Playing this section in the randomizer with movement abilities that Roxas is not supposed to have is loads of fun. We have come for you, my liege.
Huh?
Come on, are you gonna attack me? There we go.
It's no use.
Take a few hits on critical and it's faster than trying to hit it the requisite number of times.
What?
Cool that they can do a little bit of RNG manipulation in the speed run to get it to do that attack immediately too. Even so, waiting a bit was quicker than trying to attack it. Okay, this fight actually is also not very difficult.
Yeah. Ah!
I shouldn't be using the finishers. Well, 2 finishers do it, so that's fine. More efficient to do 2 attacks, then 2 attacks with a finisher. And somehow he just lost all memory of what happened.
What's this?
I was his first customer after he took over the shop. So we took a picture together.
It's a really nice photo. Oh,
Hey, you just said photo.
So, Roxas, tell us about the picture thief.
Somebody informed the automod that photo is not a
Then how do we prove we
forbidden
were the ones who
word.
took him? It's a girl.
you look happy, Roxas.
Do not. So, like, anybody else notice that all the stolen pictures are of Roxas?
Oh, so that's why everyone thought it was us.
And Cypher didn't go around accusing us after all.
Are they really all of me? Yep.
See?
Look,
Right? Every single one. Wouldn't it be weird if the thief wanted to steal the real Roxas or something?
Come on, get serious. Why would anyone want to steal a bonehead like Roxas?
Oh, thanks. Where am I? Who's there? Who are you?
Restoration at 12%.
Organization miscreants. They found us.
But why would the nobody steal photographs?
Both are nothing but data to them. The fools could never tell the difference. We are running out of time. Namine must make haste.
where am I? What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kai...
Who are you?
They will come at you out of nowhere, as long as you continue to wield the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
Sora, go with them, especially if you want to find your friends.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora. I'll go with you guys.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So, this is the key.
But the boy is a problem. He found one of the keyholes.
That's an odd line to throw in there, because these are supposed to be Sora's memories processing through Roxas. So how did he hear the narration of the Disney villains? I think all the rest there was stuff that Sora was involved in, but it's giving us memories of Kingdom Hearts 1 in general. Because again, we're not seeing it through Sora's eyes either. We're seeing the scenes from Kingdom Hearts. They took the easy way out. They hand-waved struggle fights going away in Twilight Town in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh.
By saying they're so last season, but it would have been cool if they'd had
Sorry
struggle fights
about
in
that.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Thanks. Do you guys think we'll always be together like this?
I sure hope so.
Huh?
As long as Kingdom Hearts 2 exists, yes.
Well, you know, just thinking out loud.
Well, I doubt we could be together forever. But isn't that what growing up's all about? What's important isn't how often we see each other, but how often we think about each other. Right?
Get that off a fortune cookie?
That's it. No more ice cream for you. Man, today's turning out to be a drag.
Maybe because of yesterday's memory thief.
Nuh-uh. You know what it is? We don't want summer vacation to be over. That's all. So,
Couple of
how
wooden
about
swords
this?
there.
We all go to the beach.
A traditional one,
Why do
very
we go
much
to the
like
beach?
Sora's, and then a
Because we haven't
very
gone
odd-looking
once this entire
bookend.
vacation.
Wooden
Blue
katana.
seas, blue skies. Let's just get on the train and go. No? Oh, come on.
Maybe you forgot, but we're broke.
Maybe you forgot I'm smart.
Hurry up, Roxas. Sorry, I had to follow this dumb tutorial thing that's telling me what to do. All-powerful, omniscient authority figure. We're going to Market Street. An excuse to learn about some of the areas here, I think, because there's no reason they couldn't have this discussion elsewhere. They're staring at a poster that
Just
says
2
struggle.
days to go.
Oh, that's
You
what
and
they're
I
doing.
have
It's
to make friends.
introducing this
That way,
concept
no matter
again.
who wins, the 4 of us split the prize.
Okay, you're on. You two are gonna clean up.
Go get him.
It's a promise.
Now, let's get down to business. One ticket to the beach is 900 money. How much for 4 of us? 3,600 money. Basic math. 300 each to spend there. What's that for all of us? 1,200 money. A total of 4,800. Spend on what? Pretzels, of course. What else is there? Well, there's always watermelon. Too pricey. They're like 2,000 money apiece. Pretzels it is. So where were we? We need 4,800 money altogether, but all we have is... I've got 800. 650. 150, sorry. That's 1,600 money. We need another 3,200. In other words, he's got none. Let's find ourselves some odd jobs and earn some dough. We have till the train leaves to earn 800 money each, which is whenever we want to leave on the train. Leave the station with cash in hand. Didn't he say he had it covered? Whatever, those pretzels are sounding pretty good. No matter how much time we spend, we end up with the same amount. But by doing this job enough, we get 2 AP points, which we don't need as much in critical as I would really want in beginner, but even so. I'm planning to like 100%, so I've got to have, jump. It did get heard, the sound effect dropped. Come on. Okay, that was a really bad start for some reason. That's only like 30 money. I can get this down to 10 seconds. Come on. I need to do it the way I do instead of speedrun away. They jump over and get her first, and that's slightly faster, but if you can come back and get up immediately, but I, for some reason, had trouble with the jump and such. Oh yeah, I can skip that. I think you have to do this about 40 times. But it also will end automatically, so whatever. It's really incredible how much trouble I had with this when I was playing it on the PlayStation version. The thing I got really good at was the cargo delivery, which took about 20 seconds, but for some reason I had no trouble at all getting it up the cliff. But when I swapped them around playing the Final Mix version on PS4, that cargo hit is really tough, and this thing is as easy as it looks in the speedrun once you practice a bit. I don't usually rely on sound cues either, and come on. It's only 20 seconds to get the 50, so that should also be 50. I've never really paid much attention to sound cues, but that very first time I was listening for the sound cue of delivering the 4th letter and it didn't come. And it confused me. Whoops. One thing I always wonder about, though, is how the birds are getting mail. And of course, since we keep doing this job over and over again, these same people keep receiving the same letters. This makes absolutely no sense, even in a digital world. I'm not sure which makes less sense. The fact that we just repeat this over and over again, or the fact that the birds are receiving mail. Ooh, it can. The real reason I'm doing this is to put off dying as much as possible. Nah, just kidding. Sounds like a great excuse, though. I can't actually wait to get to the dying part, because I just think it's going to be so hilarious seeing me die to ordinary things. The first few dusks you fight. I should say the first few not required dusks. Because I think they make it impossible to die in the very first dusk battle, or I would have. The very first 2 dusk battles. It's complicated, depends on what you count. When we get there, I'll explain more. I think each trip is taking about 20 seconds, which means that it's probably a whopping 13 to 15 minutes to complete this grind. Yikes. Speedrunners would already be done with Twilight Town by now. That's how much, well, also the time the cutscenes take. More than half of the time spent so far has been cutscenes. I could skip the cutscenes myself because I'm sure just about everybody has seen them, but I don't know. It's just that when I first did my playthroughs of everything and of all the Kingdom Hearts, I did it specifically for my sister. And this is actually a more generalized thing for... I'm hoping at least for more people to see, that we will find out. And I just like having them there. Same reason why I'm reading all the dialogue and tactics for that playthrough. And I've never done that for Soul Calibur 3, so I think I'll go ahead and for the first playthrough of Soul Calibur 3, I'll go ahead and read all the dialogue there too. Didn't get them. It really feels like most of the prize-earning mini-games are tutorials for basic game functions. And I'm trying to figure out what this is a tutorial for. Like skateboard movement and the reaction command, and that's it. There are a couple of different things that kind of are reaction command tutorials, though. One thing's for certain, I think that Twilight Town does a much better job as a tutorial of getting you used to basic systems than Destiny Islands does. Although the first part of Destiny Islands, the very, very start, is a little bit more interesting because you're immediately thrust into the surreal nature. And the big battles, it feels really mysterious. Having the conversation with the 3 pseudo kids about your to set your experience route is interesting and never done again in the game. But the overall flow and mystery of Twilight Town just works a lot better. Plus, I hate the treasure hunting you have to do to find items in the Destiny Islands beginning. Although it's hard to say if that's more tedious than doing this 40 times to get 2 AP. One of the other reasons I'm doing this for that 2 AP is it seems silly since you start with so much in critical mode, but even so, I do remember eventually playing critical mode on randomizer, and even the one time I did sort of play through this on critical, but you do eventually run out of AP, and so I want as much as possible. I want to have all the AP I possibly can. Shouldn't be too many more times, I think. And I'm pretty certain, which I partially learned from the randomizer, that the game auto-stops you once you hit enough money. Yep, there we go, finally. I think that should do it. Let's get to the station. Of course, the hilarious thing is, they didn't bother to, they did recorded voice lines for this, so they didn't bother to have a separate, different amount of money based on what you get. All present and accounted for? What have we got? Let's see. Just this. Whoa, Roxas, that's awesome. Perfect. We can even buy a watermelon with this.
Nice work, everyone. Added to what we started with, we now have... ta-da! 5,000 money!
Sweet!
Which,
Let's get
always
tickets.
the same amount, always just as excited, just more than they needed, not enough for a
Can't
watermelon.
be together forever. So we better make the time we do have something.
But
to
again,
remember.
because it's voice recorded, they
Huh?
didn't bother to change the cutscene based on how much you
Gotcha.
spent. Only the text dialogue for collecting the full kit and caboodle.
Whoa! Huh?
Huh? What?
Roxas! 3 minutes!
Okay.
And he's gone in that image.
Four students. Roxas, the money. Wait. No.
Huh?
He took it.
Where are you going?
Remember when I fell? I had the money before that. I bet that guy took it.
Guy?
He couldn't have gotten too far.
What are you talking about? There was no guy.
Huh? But he... There wasn't? Really? Oh, boy. There wasn't anyone there?
Well, they had a bit of money left over for ice cream, at least. Unless the ice cream is free, considering that Axel also
It's
gets
melting.
it all the time.
Sorry.
Cheer up already.
That was definitely weird, though.
Strange.
You said it.
Can you feel Sora?
Can you feel Sora?
Restoration at 28%.
Namine, hurry.
It's not exact, they vary it up, but it is about 14% per day,
Is it really that hard
which adds up
make
to
a
100
page?
over 7 days, or very close
We'd
to
be
it.
giving the enemy another
14
entry
and some
point.
change.
And this?
We can always buy some sea salt ice cream.
Apparently you don't have to buy it, so I don't know where they got the sea salt ice cream money from.
Objects from that town must be kept out of the real world. You can delete that.
They blatantly ignore that too, I love it. He gives it to Mickey, who gives it to Sora.
As the key bearer, you must already know. One must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
Like Super
many
Metroid
places
speedruns,
I wanna
Kingdom Hearts
see.
speedruns
I
are
know
not
I'll get there
canon
someday.
because they don't visit Atlantica. Of
Thus,
course, neither was my playthrough of
I
Kingdom
do
Hearts because I never
hereby dub
visited
the
100 Acre
junior
Woods.
heroes.
Hey, what do you mean, junior heroes?
You rookies still don't understand what it takes.
I think
to be
they
a
actually
true
skip
hero.
Olympus too.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Ow!
I haven't watched Kingdom Hearts speedruns as much, only a few times, so I don't remember as well. But Olympus is pretty much entirely
Why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come
optional.
up with another plan for Halloween. Next
I
time,
know they don't steal
we'll
the
do it
keyhole unless
together.
you do like almost all of the cups. So,
I have Mushu! Or are you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Riku? What are you doing?
and they randomly show the Mushu summon in the middle
Did
of
you
all
find
these
her?
important story
I still
cutscenes too.
can't believe it. It really flew. Wait till I tell Kai. I wonder if she'll believe me. Probably not. I'm searching too.
For your light. Don't lose sight of it.
Sora, where are you going?
I'm gonna go look for my friends. They're waiting for me.
Well, where are Donald and Goofy?
Instead of worrying about them, you should be asking about her.
Who are you?
I wonder how many kids back in the day, people who started playing Kingdom Hearts as kids, and then played Kingdom Hearts 2, never had a Game Boy Advance, and so never played Chain of Memories, or were never able to get anywhere in Chain of Memories, and so had absolutely no idea what was happening here at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. Meet at the station. Today's the day we hit the beach, and don't sweat about the money. Hayner. I wonder what clever plan he came up with. Fortunately for Biz, the nobody's coming in to interfere with things.
Morning.
Although also Namine poked in her head as well.
Hello, Roxas.
Hi. And you are...
I wanted to meet you at least once.
me?
Yes, you.
I wonder at what point Nomura decided to create Shion. Because he spends all of Kingdom Hearts 2, the little bit at least that has Roxas and Namine, shipping those two. And then decides to create Shion and ship her with Roxas. And start shipping Namine with Riku.
Very well then. We'll see you later, Roxas. Okay?
Although they're going to buy things instead of going to the station to see Hayner and go to the beach.
Mansion?
Also, again, they have no money. And they're going shopping. I don't know, maybe they have actually responsible teenager funds set aside for necessary things like money. We don't know what their parental situation is at all either.
Huh? Let me go!
Hey, chicken wuss.
Who's that?
I don't know, but they've already crossed the line. Find a weapon.
Circleback, always handy, somewhere. But they have no weapons, even though he just said grab a weapon.
Roxas, use the Keyblade.
One of the underspoken things about Kingdom Hearts 3, with the 15 years almost of development between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, just there's a lot of things about the cutscenes that make them better. They're generally just more sensible and stuff. It's kind of something we take for granted, but when you actually look at a lot of the cutscenes back in the day and try and analyze them, PlayStation 2 era cutscenes, although looking a lot better than PlayStation 1, still have a lot of clumsiness. So I am going to need the shield to have any chance of surviving. So I can get relatively early once more in second chance. Unfortunately, you don't get them for still like 20 levels or so, so not going to be protected in the early game. But this fight right here, I think you can't die. Your health refills. There we go. This cutscene I can probably skip. It's nothing important. It just shows the chest appearing. Not no experience. Okay, I have to turn that. Be careful. On that door lies a completely different world. But don't be afraid. Don't stop walking. So it was apparently Mickey talking to Sora in his early dream sequences. Yeah, it says from here on, if your HP reaches 0, you'll be defeated. So it does refill your health in that fight there. I'm going to autofill these with potions. I don't have any accessories or armor yet. I need to kill these guys for experience. Ooh, potion drop. Nice. Okay. Now I have to survive Twilight Thorn. If I don't survive Twilight Thorn, I think I have to kill all those guys again. I should have customized the potion. I wonder if it's auto-customized. I'll have a chance to check. Use reaction commands and defeat the mysterious enemies. Yeah. Okay, it is. X. Alright. somebody pointed out that even though Twilight Thorn is really cool, probably cooler than Darkseid. Darkseid is Heartless equivalent, has lots of appearances, but the only time you see Twilight Thorn is in this glorified reaction command tutorial. And even though it's called that, it's actually a really difficult fight, while most of the Darkseid fights in most of the games where they appear are not really that difficult. Ooh. I think I'm going to survive Twilight Thorn as well. I doubt I'll kill him with the neck break, but I think I'll kill him with the time I have afterwards. Yep. Nice, nice, nice. I can't believe I'm deathless so far, especially against Twilight Thorn. I mean, I had just practiced a little bit and was getting slaughtered by stuff.
My name is Nominee. Roxas, do you remember your true name?
Say no more, Nominee.
But if no one tells him, Roxas will...
It's best
I need to go back through and watch the cutscenes for Recom again, although they might be different. But based on what I've seen, I don't think that the concepts of nobodies were fully enforced or realized during Chain of Memories. That Nomura decided that between Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Totally perfect, you know?
That these organization members weren't just,
How about one more, you know?
you know,
What's that for?
have these X names because they were organizations, but because they were nobodies kind of thing.
Cakewalk.
Reason why Nominee has a
Outsiders, that's what.
weird name of her own instead of a X
here,
anagram
I
name.
might have to take disciplinary measures.
Oh yeah, Cypher's always looking after the town, you know?
Even though they totally wrote him out of Kingdom Hearts 3. Again, with a hand wave comment from somebody. Oh yeah, Cypher's and his group is on a journey or something.
Wait up! Hey, no chickening out of the tournament tomorrow.
We'll be waiting, you know?
So, you hung out with Cypher's gang today?
No, it's not like that. Oh yeah. How was the beach? Wasn't that today?
We didn't go. It wouldn't be the same without you, right?
Sorry. Hey, how about we go tomorrow? We could get those pretzels and... I promised I'd be somewhere. Oh. Oh.
You and I have to make the finals. That way, no matter who wins, the four of us split the prize.
Okay, you're on.
You two are gonna clean up.
Go get him.
It's a promise.
This is one of those, like, uncomfortable, weird, emotional kids sections.
I'm out of here.
They, like, saw Roxas singing down at the Sandlot with those guys and thought he decided to hang out with them, and they're all upset about it.
Restoration at 48%.
Was that nominee made of data?
No. Namine hijacked the data herself. Look what she's done now. She's totally beyond my control.
Calm down.
It doesn't matter. As long as Namine accomplishes her goal, we needn't worry about what befalls Roxas.
It's up to me. Only the Keyblade Master can open the secret door and change the world.
Well, I'm not gonna betray Sora either.
My friends are my power.
So, your heart won this battle.
And so apparently this battle with Zemnis, that again, secret boss fight that I skipped, is actually canon, because they include it in all of these flashbacks.
Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kyrie's heart.
But apparently the battle with Sephiroth isn't, because Sora doesn't remember encountering him before. Or Sephiroth doesn't remember encountering Sora, one or other.
Kyrie.
Or both.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
No matter where we are, our hearts will bring us together again.
Take this. It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise? Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
Right. Promise. What a mess.
Hurry to the Sandlot. You're gonna be late. Where is Roxas's house located? Because every morning it seems like he's coming out of the usual place, but he has a room. We can't access it, of course, on the map, which isn't surprising. You can rarely access all the buildings and such.
Who are you gonna root for?
Both of them, silly.
Yeah, root for both. That always works. That's like me at the NFC Championship game next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, struggle fiends of Twilight Town, it's time for summer's most sizzling clash. That's right.
He sounds a lot more excited than he looks. Okay, this is better. Before he was like totally standing there stiff. Again, PS2 era cutscenes.
Cypher, you know? And who will leave today as our new struggle champion?
Gainer! Roxas!
In Final Fantasy VI, the 14 characters were made by committee. They had a bunch of people at Square make several characters, and Nomura did create Setzer and Shadow, actually. It would be interesting if Shadow appeared at some point in a Kingdom Hearts game. That would actually be really cool. Shadow and Interceptor. But that's the reason he included Setzer, because he only wanted to include Final Fantasy characters that he made. Not so much out of pride like, these are my characters, I want to include them, but he didn't feel good about including other people's characters. I don't know what connection he has to Vivi, other than possibly he just felt Vivi was okay. I don't know if he made him otherwise. But he wasn't involved in the character design of 9. I know that. He may have had a hand in Vivi, I don't know.
Happens to be my absolute favorite customer, Roxas!
That's absolutely not jaded in any way. Even though they have a lot of identical sprites, making him be the, this guy, obviously, that shot guy is interesting.
Crystal Trophy! And a chance to take on our defending champion, Setzer!
Interesting that there's the championship and then the championship. The belt is more important than the trophy, and Setzer only needs the trophy. All participants have to hear the rules. Already know the rules, but a refresher can't hurt, blah blah blah. I'm gonna skip this scene. We know about it. All it is actual rules. Okay.
Hey, sorry about yesterday.
What? You still worried
And
about
he's
that?
already forgotten about
You
it.
don't want to let that stuff go.
I've got a lot on my mind.
He acted really upset for a day, and now it's like, yeah, whatever.
Wait, what am I sorry for?
Our first match of today's struggle tournament.
Okay, let's see if I can die during the struggle fight. Not that I'm trying to, but
Ready, Roxas?
I forgot to equip guard. Wow.
I'm unstoppable.
Yep. I was winning the fight, but because it's critical, I took too much damage and died.
Ready, Roxas? I'll show you. How's this?
Where's the rest? Where's the last?
How's this? How's this?
There it was. Jeez, it got lost way over there. I thought I hit everything in this corner. That's the problem with being locked on. You can't look around with the camera.
Roxas! Not even friendship will slow this kid down, and Hayner put up a great fight too.
Not as good as he did the first time.
Oh, I can't believe it. I guess I taught you well.
Young
I had
Padawan.
a lot of fun fighting you.
Yeah, well, I didn't, wise guy.
Hey, let's find a way to cheer you up.
Nah, that's all right.
Out of the way.
You in a rush to lose?
Roxas actually does seem like one of the biggest, baddest guys of the Kingdom Hearts universe, despite being Sora's nobody. He's a lot fiercer and angrier, as Diz points out. And he almost never seems to genuinely lose a fight. The start of the first day, as it says, is actually his, everything else in his past has been created by Diz, including his loss to Setzer in the photograph, or Cypher in the photograph. But when you actually get to fight Cypher, he's so easy, you just trounce him. You can lose, but it's actually really hard. And Hayner's talk there indicates that based on who Hayner is with his personality, probably in Roxas's fake past, he also didn't know how to fight, and Hayner taught him.
I'm not sure what just happened. But the winner is Vivi!
Even though he didn't collect all the orbs. Out by KO, but the only person who can be out by KO is Roxas, which can't happen because the simulation breaks and resets.
Huh? Thrash him.
They show a bracket with 8 people too, but there's only actually 4 people in this tournament set. Suggestion indicates that there were other people involved in this at some point, some sort of league or something leading to this tournament, but again, since it's data, it doesn't really matter, but the final match, except for the final against Setzer, which again is totally different.
And now, the match you've been waiting for. Roxas versus Vivi!
Oh, I hate it when... Golly. Oh. Well, at least I didn't lose to him. Yikes.
Again? Again? Yeah, yeah. Rah. Yeah. Tra. Yeah. Rah.
Now the battle against Axel.
Roxas, all right. Fight, fight, fight. You really don't remember. It's me. You know, Axel.
Axel?
Talk about blank with a capital B. Man, oh man. Even the Dusks aren't gonna crack this one.
Wait a sec. Tell me what's going on.
This town is his creation, right? Which means we don't have time for a Q&A. You're coming with me, conscious or not. Then you'll hear the story. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Number 13, Roxas. The Keyblade's chosen one.
Okay, fine. You asked for it.
That's more like it.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Okay. Oh, God, now I have to do the BV fight all over again, and the, Okay, definitely, I'm gonna be using potions, then. In the randomizer, you can do enough damage to knock out all of the, easily, if you come later. You can do enough damage to knock out all of the, goodness. Okay. You'll likely come with a lot more strength in the randomizer, so you can actually knock out all of the contestants. But in the vanilla game, it's pretty much impossible to knock out anybody except for Ooh, okay.
So it was you.
Roxas! This man speaks nonsense.
Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to,
Roxas,
totally supposed
don't let
to
him deceive
believe
you.
Mr. Scary wrapped in
Roxas!
face wrapped in red
Roxas!
bandages and belts, man.
Roxas! Roxas! Roxas!
Painter! Pence! Olette!
What? What just happened?
Huh? How did I get here? Roxas!
Ladies and gentlemen, Roxas, our new top struggler!
Roxas?
The way the girl screams Setzer sounds a lot like Cypher.
Roxas,
Maybe it's just me.
You two?
And now I need the medal for strength more than I need the champion belt and its weird elemental resistances.
Well, may the best man win.
So I'm going to lose on purpose. Very easy on critical.
Hey, Rucksack. How about you throw the match for me?
Roxas! Focus!
Let me win, and I'll make it worth your while.
Get real.
It's incredible he asks this of the kid. You wonder how he made it to champion. Is it really just by bribing people with medals? Why is it a medal instead of a, you know, like, actual piece of treasure? Plus, he actually has cool abilities and stuff that he can use, so you'd think he's actually strong.
This is hardly a gamble.
Although I make fun of him for it, quite honestly, all the people who play for the medal advantage are throwing the match to him because it's worth their while. Not counting that it's a death either, because it progresses the game. Disappointing he lost to Setzer, but as Pence points out, he's still the actual champion, even if he isn't the champion! And they still get the trophy. They do this for rule of cool, but what happens here shows like this is such a very bad idea. Both for Hater Pencilette and for Axis Shion and Roxas in 358/2. Although they, as nobodies with powers in the Gates of Darkness, probably wouldn't be as scary for them, but real kids climbing up here and sitting like this without guardrails, oh my word.
As promised. Thanks a ton, Roxas.
One more treasure for us to share.
I've got a present too.
Guy's all holding it like this.
Whoa.
He's holding it like this.
Kyrie, wait up! Hey, do you feel like going out to the island? Titus and Walk are all wrapped up in their ball game, and they won't go with me. Not today. Sorry. Aw,
Why not? Do you remember those boys who used to hang out with us? Riku? Yeah. I wonder whatever happened to him. I sure miss him.
He's far away, but I know we'll see him again.
Sure. Of course we will.
And the other boy?
What other boy?
The one who was with Riku and me all the time. We played together on that island. His voice always used to be there.
Now this is something, it's really interesting that I personally never encountered this until I started watching Shakugan no Shana. And then it's turned up a lot more often in media, at least what I've seen. Although this came out before the anime, at least, for Shakugan no Shana. But the idea of somebody totally forgetting your existence, of having your existence erased, the problem with it as a concept, as interesting and sometimes horrifying as it is that there are so many interconnected memories.
What's happening to me?
That,
Who are you?
you know, when you're with other people, sure, you can forget all of your personal memories of being alone with someone, but when they're part of a group, how does that work? How does that mess with your memories? How does that change things? It's something that's never really addressed.
Tell me his name.
And of course, in this case, because Sora is so important to Kairi, the ghost of his memory is still with her.
I guess I can give you a hint.
But,
Starts with an S.
I used to think that was maybe look up and see the sky, but the way that she does enunciate Sora, it's probably just the Japanese equivalent. Starts with so. As in Sora, because they don't have individual letters again. They have pieces of words. And Sora is just a 2-letter word, which also makes it a little bit easier to guess and remember too, so. Though again, looking out at the sky would help to reinforce that. So, like the sky, Sora, yeah. But so that's an interesting concept, that because she's so close, that's why the ghost of his memory remains with her, even though while Naminé's redoing his memories, he's totally been forgotten by everybody until she's finished, and then it comes back. But they never address that missing piece with everybody. Now I know, I guess you shouldn't be taking sci-fi too seriously, things like that, but
what's that?
It is something I wonder about all the time,
I wrote it yesterday.
Is how that's supposed to mess with their memories.
I said that no matter where he is, I'll find him. One day. And when I stopped writing, I remembered we made a promise. Something important. This letter is where it starts, I know it.
Wow. I hope he gets it.
He will.
It's funny that it took me so long to figure out Destiny Islands, that they didn't live on the little island they play on, that they came out to it. I really didn't even understand what was happening when I watched the first part of Kingdom Hearts and those cutscenes really for the first time. Technically, I must have seen them when I played it back in 2004, because I did get as far as the first couple of worlds before giving up on it. But of course, I didn't remember little details like that. Nobody makes mention of them. Occasionally people say that Kingdom Hearts hates parents because parents are never around, which is true, except that you do at least hear Sora's mom's voice that brief time before the end of the island at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts.
She can interfere with the hearts and memories of Sora and those aligned with him.
But whose nobody is she?
I could tell you. But first, perhaps you could tell me your true name.
This was slightly clumsily done. The idea was out here.
It's Ansem.
Nomura had obviously made this Riku, but we saw that Riku met with Diz at the end of Chain of Memories.
It's an honor, Ansem.
And so he didn't see Riku transform into Ansem. Just suddenly this guy is acting like Riku, but is bigger and has a deeper voice. It sounds
No
kind of
way.
familiar, and is wondering
It's
who
too
he is,
soon.
but
You can't seriously get rid of him.
It's an
it
order.
feels a little bit odd
Why
when
do
you
you
know that they
hesitate?
know and that they have
You
known.
who has been ruthless towards those who turn their backs on the organization.
But it's not like that. He didn't betray us. He can't come back.
If he doesn't return, you know what you must do. Or you will face the consequences.
Why is Zaldin acting like the big guy and giving orders? Zaldin acts like a much bigger deal in this game than he has been in any other game in the series, too. It's kind of weird.
So you'll turn me into a dusk.
He was demoted to extra in both Birth by Sleep, where we meet some of the organization members as humans before they became nobodies, and again in Kingdom Hearts 3 when he's back to doing his job. He's just one of the guards with Lexaeus. And again, one of the mostly silent guards. He talks a little bit more than Lexaeus, I think, but he acts like such a big shot in Kingdom Hearts 2 here. One of the most involved organization members. He's in Beast's Castle both trips to that world. And of course you defeat him there, and then he's acting like the big shot in that scene.
Dreaming. But which parts were the dream?
They really shot up there to 78%, and there's only like 2 days left. So I guess it's 6 days, which would be 16 and 2/3%. One's
Only 3 days
6.6
left of
repeating.
summer vacation, so don't even mention that assignment.
But
Which again, 12 to
we could've
28
finished
as the
today.
start, and then ramping up isn't
Yesterday,
outside
I
of
fell
the
off the station tower, didn't I?
of a thing.
You wouldn't be here if you did.
But man, that was a close one.
Stop changing the subject.
Okay already. You win. We'll do the homework. Stupid independent study. So, anybody got any bright ideas for a topic?
Maybe.
I always
study
hated
the
this
stuff that's
kind of
happening
stuff.
to me. You know, the dreams and the guys in white.
Forget it.
Why?
You know, things have been weird with you in the town since the photos were stolen, right?
Well, tomorrow, we're all gonna search the town and find out what's been going on.
Lots of people are helping out.
I don't know if it was, but this feels like a big manipulation. They even
I'll
say
go
that
get some
the
ice cream.
stuff with Roxas that has been weird is worth investigating, but they're going to investigate the town and these supposed 7 wonders. There's a strange rumor going around. Want to hear it? You know the stone steps at Sunset Station? We use them all the time without even thinking about it, but, and this is the weird part, the steps count different going up and down. Seriously? And there are 6 other weird stories like that. It's like the 7 wonders of Twilight Town. Japanese kids love this stuff. We should investigate those for our school project. Pence, you're a genius. There might be other rumors going around too. Let's split up. I'm going to look for the 7 wonders. Colette and I will go find some new rumors. Come on. That leaves you and me, Roxas. Let's try the train first. To the station. With the replays, I really don't need to save as often. I'm probably not going to, but that seems like a good time to get over an hour. Oh, and nope, can't open my menu.
The time has come. Our hunt for the 7 wonders begins. Whoa! Find new rumors already?
Nothing on Market Street.
You twerps aren't gonna scoop us. We're going to the terrace with you.
Hayner, it's not a race.
Well, it is now.
Come on.
Hayner is just that kind of punk. His is gone. It was taken from him. I don't know why that was taken from him. Maybe Mickey and some Riku were planning that to help preserve Naminé and Riku inside of Sora and Kairi or something. Because he puts it in the
Roulette, hurry!
In the money pouch.
Huh. Aren't these the steps you talked about? The ones that count different going up and down?
Actually, it's the stupidest
I
thing
love
ever,
that.
but
To start this off, he does this weird thing, but the person who's responsible for the counting is
he's like, every time I count,
is Rai, the idiot.
you know.
What's his name again? Raijin. Fujin and Raijin.
So, he just counted wrong?
Hey, no worries.
Not necessary at all, but I'm totally collecting these items because I feel like it. Where are the others? Naminé doesn't seem to be responsible for doing much with the data, but I wonder if she did these weird things as a joke. Could have been Diz as well, I guess, but I'm just going to skip this. It's just the balls coming out of the wall. Ah! I'm usually so bad at this. It's actually really easy when you get used to it, but I somehow still got beat all the time with it. And then again, Roxas doesn't remember. Oh, it's just you, Roxas. Were you throwing the ball? That ball flew out of nowhere and totally startled me. Hey, I know. This explains one of those 7 wonders. Because somebody's messing with the data. It almost has the marks of one of the organization's invasions, but Axel wouldn't play around like this. I don't know who would play around like this. Vivi? Okay, that wasn't too bad. Not for me, at least. What is it, Roxas? Oh, did you need this, Roxas? Planning on getting in some practice, I bet. Or no, it's just that there were so many of you. Huh? So many of me? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm done with this, Roxas. You can take your time. So the mystery voice was just Vivi practicing. Listen, there were a bunch of Vivi clones here just a minute ago. Yeah, it is, but why? I don't know. Because that was a dusk. Because the Vivi clones are all dusks using Vivi's data, but why? Okay. Again, don't need them for anything, but I want to collect all the chests anyway. How many are there here? Are there 4? One up there. I need the, one there. One down here. I think this is the last one. They're all just like potions, but again, I need all the potions I can get anyway, so... I always whiff with the second attack on these aerial combos I do. One hit away. Oh well. Alexis! You alright? Now that's spooky. I thought I saw someone, but it was just my reflection. I bet this was behind one of those 7 wonders. Another me? But the only one he really is concerned about is the Vivi clones, and he gives that up really fast. Yikes. And a dog mysteriously appears as the bag deflates. But the bag didn't open. There's no hole in it anywhere. You let it out of the sack, Roxas? And he nods. If it got out of the sack on its own, it was in the sack. That makes the most sense of any of these, but it explains one of the 7 wonders, although we don't know how. Although, again, it was a dusk. How and why are the Dusks intelligent enough to play around like this?
That last wonder wasn't exactly wonderful.
I understand. Say no more. But this next one's gonna be really great. Wonder number 6.
We got another lead.
The ghost train mystery.
Everybody knows about wonder number 6.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Did you find out where the train runs?
You can see it from Sunset Hill.
So we go back to Sunset Hill after just leaving there.
If the rumors are true, it'll be here any minute.
For they say the train is empty. No driver, no conductor, no
passengers, no return.
This is one of the other harder parts about the beginning. I am very bad with secondhand embarrassment. When a character in a movie or video game cutscene or whatever is in a situation where they get really embarrassed by something, I feel that embarrassment and I get uncomfortable.
Yeah, we better get jobs the second vacation starts.
Good afternoon, slackers. What are you doing out here?
What do you care?
I don't. Tell me anyway.
We're waiting for the ghost train.
Waiting for the ghost train. Why does looking at you always tick me off?
Because you're Zigbar?
Maybe it's destiny.
Destiny? In that case, let's be friends. I don't feel like cooperating with destiny.
When have you ever cooperated with anything?
Cypher!
I know. Tomorrow.
Look!
This shows him the ghost train, and Riku asks him about that. I remember. We're going to see that. I wonder if he
It's really true.
arranged all of these just
really
for
no one
Roxas
aboard.
then, because it was nearly
What's
over.
the catch? There's gotta be a catch, right? Then it's real? Let's go to the station. Let's go in. What?
You'll get hurt.
Huh?
The train will be arriving shortly.
He's there.
Come on. A train came from the beach. There was no driver, right? Let's go. Right?
Let's go home and work on the paper.
The rumors were bogus. The end.
We can still make it sound good if we write about all the work we did.
But what about the last one? The seventh wonder?
Who cares?
I do. Come on, Pence.
Whatever.
Roxas.
It's at that haunted mansion.
You've got a haunted mansion. You would think that that would be interesting enough to investigate all on its own. And these kids would be the kind of guys who'd go after it, you know, try and look into it. Of course, the ones in the Dataverse would not be allowed to, okay, I can do abilities and stuff, I mean. Oh yeah. Yeah. People in the Dataverse would not be allowed to go beyond their programming to look for the mansion. But do you think it wouldn't take anything to get them to try it out in the real world?
You know something?
Whoa.
We were gonna check the mansion out tomorrow. It is the most suspicious place. Right.
Of course, that gets interrupted
Even
by
Cypher's
the
game
simulation
is gonna help.
ending, and Rox is
Cipher?
completing his journey.
Yeah, Hayner asked him to. So, what are we looking for? Well, they say there's a girl who appears at the second floor window, even though no one's lived here for years.
One thing I've still never figured out watching everything is how this mansion is connected to Castle Oblivion.
Roxas.
Naminé?
Why there seems to be a door between the two, and after the events of Chain of Memories, the organization can no longer get here.
You are best friends.
Very funny.
Yes, please.
Don't you want to know the truth? About who you really are?
No one knows me better than me.
Of course.
But I don't get what's been happening lately.
You know these three, don't you?
Yeah. Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They're from the dreams.
About a year ago, some things happened, and I had to take apart the memories chained together in Sora's heart. But now, I'm putting them all back exactly the way they were. It's taken me a long time, but pretty soon, Sora will be his old self again. The process has been affecting you too, Roxas.
You mean the dreams?
Yes. You and Sora are connected. And in order for Sora to become completely whole again, he needs you.
Me? What for?
You hold half of what he is. He needs you, Roxas.
Naminé? Naminé. Who are you?
I'm a witch, with power over Sora's memories and those around him.
A witch?
That's what Diz called me. But I don't know why I have this power. I just do. I'm not even sure there's a right way for me to use it.
I can't help you there.
This Naminé is such an anomaly that just labeling her as
funny.
As Kyrie's nobody, and she's weird because Kyrie was never technically a Heartless herself.
I don't know myself at all.
Just lost her heart by it going into Sora.
I guess I would like to know.
Okay, thanks. That,
What do you know about me that I don't?
You were never supposed to exist, Roxas.
It's just very weird.
What? How could you even say such a thing? Even if it were true.
I'm sorry. I guess some things really are better left unsaid.
Roxas! Roxas! Huh? Did you see her? Yeah. Watch the window. Closely. Ah, lame. That's just the curtains moving. There must be a draft somewhere. I'm surprised this old place even has curtains. Yeah. Well, let's head back to the usual spot. Hayner and Olette are waiting.
Hey guys, how'd it go?
The girl in the window turned out to be a curtain flapping in the wind.
I figured as much. The report's already done.
All right.
So, wanna go find Hayner?
He's probably at the station. You know, we only have 2 more days together.
Huh?
Summer vacation, remember?
Oh. Right.
Tomorrow, we search the town.
Next day's the fair.
The last day of summer.
Don't say that. You'll give me an ulcer.
Not if you explode from all that ice cream first.
Why did you show him the train?
Because he missed the trip to the beach.
That's almost kind of you.
No.
I would guess that Diz
What
just
about
used
you?
the nobodies who
Are
are
the
trying to
holes in your
infiltrate the
memory
system to
starting
play
to
around
fill
with Roxas,
Yes.
and maybe it was a way of dealing
The
with
haze
them at
is
the same
clearing.
time. I probably overthink that, but it just
The
feels
same
so
thing is
weird.
happening to everyone who had ties to Sora. Very soon, to them, he'd be like a good friend who's gone away for a year.
I've waited, and now I want to know. What is it that you want?
Revenge.
Revenge?
Now for the finishing touches. First, we must dispose of Namine. She did a splendid job with Sora, but it's high time she disappeared. Roxas isn't the only one who was never meant to exist. Take care of it, Ansem.
Restoration at 97%.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right? But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place? And to us?
All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
That's not true! The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Kingdom Hearts! Fill me with the power of darkness!
You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt. Kingdom Hearts is light!
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good.
Take care of her.
It's so funny that that little shot of Mickey was all that they were allowed to have in the beginning. But Square so wanted Mickey to be a big hero in
With you too.
the Kingdom
I'll come
Hearts
back to
verse.
you. I promise.
I know you will!
So it's probably good for the overall story of Kingdom Hearts that Disney said no to making Mickey Mouse the protagonist, forcing them to create Sora. They're like, use Donald Duck instead. They're like, we don't want Donald Duck to be the hero. He can be a sidekick. But
Where do we start looking for that there?
so they made Sora, and the rest is history.
Gorge, that's the king's seal.
Hey, have you seen King Mickey? Let's go.
Oh god, I just noticed in the distance he isn't running, he was just gliding.
I've been to see him. He looks a lot like you.
Who are you?
That scene where he's in the realm of darkness in his coat and talking to Xemnas, I have no idea where that event takes place.
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade?
Shut up!
I have no idea why they put the movie above Kingdom Hearts 2 on the 1.5, 2.5 remix menu. It's prompted so many people to think you should play that first, but I really think that
Man, I could not sleep last night.
being confused as to who Roxas is and having it explained afterwards does work out better for the story. Like, you really should watch Star Wars with the original trilogy first, or, you know, certain chainsaw orders and stuff are possibilities to consider as well, but you shouldn't watch it in actual numbered chronological order. The actual way they were produced is still generally the best way, I feel. And it's the same with the Kingdom Hearts games. And with the MCU movies, anytime a series gets big enough, they start doing prequels and stuff. You should still stick to the original order.
Look at what
Only
it's
exception
come to.
is probably
I've been given these icky orders
Melancholy
to
of
destroy
Haruhi
you.
Suzumiya.
If you refuse
The
to
original
come back with
broadcast order was so nonsensical.
We're
I don't think it's a great
best
viewing
friends.
experience.
Right?
Sure, but I'm not getting turned into a dusk for... Wait a sec. You remember now?
Yeah.
Great! But, you know, gotta make sure and all, so, what's our boss's name? Oh, can't believe this.
That's great. He picks up the stick and it turns into okay, I'm already getting better.
Roxas, to the mansion. The time has come.
Hayner! Pence! Olette!
Kind of a bit cruel to give him such a strong connection to those three.
The Roxas that I know is long gone. Fine. I see how it is.
Get all the experience I can get. Ah, darn it. There. Whoa, that was an attack.
Don't call me and then lock me out.
I really don't think they used the cool property of being able to open any lock nearly enough in the series. They do call to it a couple of times in an interesting fashion, but I think they should do it more. One, two, three combo kills creepers fast. That's nice. My timing for their attack is so bad. Always has been. If you can block that attack, they're easy for the most part, but at least at this stage, since they're low level. Whoa! Whoa. How many potions do I have, by the way? 3 high potions and 1 other potion, because I've used a bunch. Nice. Okay, I've had enough of nearly getting killed by these guys. Maybe I'll kill a few more if that'll get me 1 more level before Axel. Not that it matters. You pretty much do set damage against Axel with Dual Blade Roxas no matter what. because he's like an entirely different character, so they gave him a set amount of strength, so that battle is always the same. Even in the randomizer. When you come here with like 50 plus strength. This is one of the interesting design things in Kingdom Hearts 2 that it's really surprising they didn't replicate in every other Kingdom Hearts game because it just works so well. That there's a damaged floor and a damaged ceiling for every world. And it's a pretty wide range, so it's not like leveling doesn't matter at all. You level up enough, you can do high damage, clear through things a lot more easily, but you never get to the point where you one-shot everything in an area. You know, at least most of them. That also means that you can play on level 1.
Organization 13. They're a bad group.
Bad or good? I don't know. They're a group of incomplete people who wish to be whole. To that end, they're desperately searching for something.
What?
Kingdom Hearts. Funny?
It's just... I think I've been running away from the question I really want to ask. What's gonna happen to me now? Just tell me that. Nothing else really matters anymore.
You are...
Nominate.
There's no knowledge that has the power to change your fate.
Even if it doesn't, I want to know. I have the right to know.
A nobody doesn't have a right to know. Nor does it even have the right to be.
But what is a nobody?
This fantastic racism of his is pretty interesting.
We're out of time. Too many nobodies.
Roxas, nobodies like us are only half a person. You won't disappear. You'll be whole.
I'll disappear?
No, she just said you won't disappear.
No further outbursts.
No, you won't disappear. You'll...
Wait!
Roxas, we will meet again. And then we can talk about everything. I may not know it's you, and you may not know it's me. But we will meet again. Someday soon. I promise.
It looks like it's going to be 2.5 hours to complete the first world. Probably a little less than that. Depending on how badly I get beat in the fights, but... I forgot to check my experience. 86 to the next level? Jeez, no. That's not going to be enough. Oh, no. I don't feel like that. Maybe it will be closer. There's still quite a lot of cutscenes. They didn't give nearly enough attention to that. Would have liked to have seen him investigate that. I think he filled in the symbol of the cross on his necklace, maybe, and that was the third one. But how he knew to do that, oh, I hate those buzzing headaches. As I say, I found it interesting the first time I watched this that the only ones whose hoods are down or uncovered are the ones we met in Chain of Memories and Roxas.
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade?
Shut up!
Will it work?
If we can maintain the simulated town until Namine finishes chaining together Sora's memories.
What will happen to Roxas?
He holds half of Sora's power within him. In the end, he'll have to give it back. Until then, he'll need another personality to throw off his pursuers.
Poor thing.
Although I said it's unfortunate for him,
It's the fate of a nobody.
probably creating that bond was part of that friendship with Hayner Tension-Olette was part of what was necessary to throw off his pursuers, as Diz says. Partial nobody symbol, that cross that Roxas has for his necklace. I wonder if any of the... I'm trying to think. I don't know if that symbolism picture appears anywhere else except for in Luxord's cards in his boss fights. A couple of them have it, if I remember right. Been about an hour. Let's go ahead and do another save. Supposedly the PS4 version can have crashes every long once in a while. I've never had one, but that's the main reason to do that, if there's some sort of shutdown power loss, since you can just redo fights. Ouch.
Okay.
Oh, don't. They're already good. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Simply amazing, Roxas.
Axel.
You really do remember me this time. I'm so flattered!
Pointed out in
But you're too late!
the split for Fiscal 47's speedruns, this is Axel 2.
Come here, I'll make it all stop.
What the? Yeah, not a very hard fight if you know what to do. And I'm not good at memorizing the speedrun strats, but I don't know... Maybe I didn't do the second part of the reaction command when he came out of the flame the first time, so immediately went into his DM.
You get on their bad side and they'll destroy you.
No one would miss me.
That's not true. I would.
Axel.
Let's meet again in the next life.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
Silly. Just because you have a next life.
Actually, it looks like he perishes, and he was supposed to, but he was such a breakout hit with the rest of the developers that they really wanted to... the development team wanted him to appear for more. So they added in the scenes with him later.
Goofy?
Not sure how that changed the rest of the...
At last.
Storyline. Like what they would have done instead with Kyrie being taken by the organization and all that, but...
Me? Or Sora?
To half of Sora, of course. You reside in darkness. What I need is someone who can move about the realm of light and destroy Organization 13.
Why? Who are you?
I am a servant of the world. And if I'm a servant, then you should consider yourself a tool at best.
Was that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause I'm not laughing!
My apologies. This is only a data-based projection.
I really like soft science fiction, where they're able to do things like make data verses and just do stuff and no explanation, no whatever, and they just basically treat it like fantasy magic. Sometimes it's just more fun to not have to worry about any kind of logic behind science. But when they try to play with logical principles, you know, and get somewhere between a half soft and hard, that gets sometimes frustrating.
You should share some of that hatred.
Because there's always laws you have to disobey in order to do science fiction, basically, in order to make it interesting.
No! My heart belongs to me! Sora.
Ah, this music.
You're lucky. Looks like my summer vacation is over.
Almost 2.5 hours in, we get the title drop.
Sora! Who's there?
Sora! Wake up!
Donald! Goofy!
That was some nap.
You mean we were asleep?
I guess we must have been, or I don't think we'd be so drowsy.
When do you think we went to sleep?
Let's see. We defeated Ansem.
Yep.
Restored peace to the world. Found Kairi. Oh yeah. And then we went to look for Riku. I think that's right so far.
Then what?
What does your journal say, Jiminy?
Gee, there's only one sentence. Thank Namine. I wonder who that is.
Now, it's neat that you can read Jiminy's journal, though some people have pointed out, apparently,
What do you say we
that's actually his journal that you're reading. If you look at Jiminy's journal, it's like, how on earth do you read the journal of the little cricket? Okay, I do not want you with an ether. You have potions? Okay, I'm not, totally upset about that. In fact, I'd rather keep high potions and an ether. I'm gonna run out of potions before it's so too long. I need to find someone to buy from. Okay. Sora have any new abilities? Didn't think so. They keep that up. 5-5, Goofy, 4-5. I'll put an ability ring on one of them if I need to get something else soon. In fact, actually, I'm going to let Goofy throw potions, have Donald do that. Let's customize. Keep potion there for now. Let's have party attack. So they'll help out around. Let's see. I'll leave that one for now then. If I get a lot of potions, I'll give some to Donald to help out. Because I'm going to need support. But Goofy has item boost, so his potions will be doubly effective, or 50% more effective, I guess. And Donald can use Cure to restore us. Let's see, I should go ahead and reset this world. Technically, we're still in Twilight Town, but I don't think I can actually die here. Anyway, so yeah. I guess technically in the tower I can, so maybe I should keep it, but I consider it's not simulated Twilight Town, so it is a different world anyway. So yeah, that feels alright. I know it's a different world in the randomizer, but it actually is different because that's simulated, this is real. And it is the real Twilight Town, first trip.
What do you want?
Nothing. Just wondering what was back here.
Now you know. This is our spot.
What? You're new around here, right? I'm Pence.
Hayner, nice to meet you. But we got stuff to do, so catch you later.
My name's Olette. Hey, did you finish up the summer homework yet? Independent studies are the worst, huh?
Homework?
So, which makes sense that the data version of Twilight Town was based on the real one, so a lot of the same stuff was happening. Hayner would have lost the struggle fight to Cypher, and they probably were trying to do their wonder study, and it turned out to be...
Just met someone who was looking for you.
stuff. So that's why he's in such a bad mood. When I was first watching this, I was like, why is he so mad? But if you think about it, probably he's had
big round ears.
probably those things that have done it. I kind of don't mind this now. I'm actually liking watching these all over again.
The station, thanks.
Being able to think a bit more about the whole
that assignment.
stuff and just think about things that I didn't the first time. It's really weird, but it feels like I'm somehow able to think of stuff more easily than when I first watched it.
Yeah, let's get to the station.
I don't care about this. This is the introduction. You can do struggle fights again with Sora now. I don't care about that. I could probably leave a lot of these chests until later in the game when I have more movement, but it's not like they're going to be better or anything, so might as well grab them now. Then I won't have to come back looking for them later. Oh yeah, I better change this customized since I've gotten rid of regular potions. Now the question is, can I even get those? I might not be able to get to that one. Oh yeah, I can. I just have to go this way. I see this quite a lot in the randomizer. People do this once they have aerial dodge and some high jumps and quick runs, and especially glide allows you to easily float around here and grab all the chests, which, you know, could be awesome stuff. Most of the Kingdom Hearts I've watched recently has been randomizer. Yeah, I think I've got everything except for the one over here. Wonder how the journal is set up for these. I've got all but 3. Which are probably the ones in the station. So, yeah, this isn't all of them that I can get eventually. This is only the ones that I can get in the first trip. But that's it. Yeah, good. One of the things that I'm about 75% decided on is that this is eventually going to be a platinum. I'm going to try and platinum the game during this streaming playthrough on my Tuesdays. As long as I can on Tuesdays, and then whatever day I move it to, we'll see. Whatever. So, getting all the items is important. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't collect quite all of them. Maybe I did already. I don't know. But I still want to collect all of them, because that'll make other things that I haven't done yet. Because I have done a bunch of the achievements just from my almost complete beginner playthrough. I may not. We'll see if I even get Lingering Will. one level. Probably not going to get a second level. I'm pretty close to finishing this, I think. Oh, I did. Just barely. Nice.
Your Majesty?
Shh. You gotta board the train and leave town. The train knows the way. Here.
Your Majesty!
The king? Was that really him?
It could have been. Yep, I know it was.
Now we know he's okay.
The king was locked in the realm of darkness, right?
Uh-huh.
But we just saw him.
Yep.
And if the king is here, that means Riku's here.
He's gotta be.
Well, I'm gonna go look for Riku. Then he and I can go back to the islands together. Kairi's there waiting for us. What are you two gonna do?
Oh. Gosh, Sora, do you have to ask?
Hey, what's so funny?
Your face. What do you say, guys? Let's stick together for one more journey.
They meme about it in Kingdom Hearts 3 when he makes fun of Donald's face. But it's a callback to this little moment.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Handsome report 2. I wonder what world it's getting to. Where's my tracker?
Huh?
Hey, Sora?
What?
Nothing, but...
We came to see you off. It just seemed like something we ought to do. Oh. Really? Thanks.
You should hurry and get your tickets.
Right.
Huh?
What is it?
It's sad you don't get to use any of the money. It costs all the 5,000 money to buy these 3 tickets. Which doesn't make sense, because 3 doesn't divide into 5,000.
3 tickets, please.
There should be something left over. Technically 2 money.
I can't help feeling like we won't see this town again.
Why not?
You're thinking too much.
Yeah, you're right.
I need to remember to use tents at points in this game when I need healing and stuff between battles. It'll probably be useful in critical mode, since I struggle so much.
Okay, let's go. Bye.
Hey, Sora? You sure we haven't met before?
Positive. Why do you ask?
I don't know.
You okay?
Yeah. Don't know where it came from.
Pull it together.
Right. See ya. You know? I'm sad.
We'll be back. Yeah, we can visit Hayner and those guys again.
They never really explained how they got to the world they're on at the very end of Kingdom Hearts 1, and what happened to the gummy ship. Just after leaving Yen and Sid's place, they're suddenly on the gummy ship again. Although this seems to be going into space too, so I don't know. I was thinking that maybe they landed on the town, the world of Twilight Town, and that's where Castle Oblivion was located.
Let's go.
Go where? It's not like we have homes to return to. We don't exist, remember?
Yes, it's true. We may not have homes. But there is some place I want to go. And someone I want to see.
Same here. So, you think you might let us go? I know you're here to get rid of us, but...
Diz wants to get rid of me?
Go.
You sure about this?
I owe you both.
For what?
Castle Oblivion. You helped us.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, it's not like Riku takes orders from Diz. They just had a mutual desire to get Sora back up and running, but for Riku, it's not to use as a tool, it's because he's his friend and he wanted him fixed. I think that was an FM cutscene. They added that one in Final Mix to explain why Riku never got rid of Namine, and how Axel is still alive, I guess. Or at least that he's still alive. I don't know what he did for Riku. I guess getting rid of some of the other enemies in Castle Oblivion was technically a help.
There goes our ride.
Yeah, it's still part of Twilight Town, technically. It even says so, so... I wonder if Twilight Town is on the world of the Land of Departure, then. Or is connected to it in some way. That was all three. That was all three. There's not one by the tower here in this world. There is one on that side of the tower in Birth by Sleep, and I always remember it strongly for some reason, and think it should be here too.
I sent some of my lackeys inside to see if the master in this here tower's as big and tough as they say. Word is he's a real powerful sorcerer, which would make him the perfect bodyguard for me. See, it don't matter how tough he is. Once he's a Heartless, he'll do as I say.
Heartless?
That's right. They're those things that come out of the darkness in folks' hearts. Why, with all those Heartless at her side, my dear friend Maleficent is gonna conquer everything. And since I got me a debt to pay, I'm going round to a bunch of different worlds and building an army of Heartless, special for her. Oh, why am I talking to you pipsqueaks anyway? Go on, Scram. I'm behind schedule as it is.
You ought to find something nicer to do.
Oh,
Odd they don't recognize each other's faces or voices.
It's you! Pete?
They don't recognize Pete until they see his face.
Doing here?
What are you doing here?
You know him?
Although I guess technically it's been 10 years.
Pete's been causing trouble for ages. His Majesty banished him to another dimension a long time ago. I wonder
Now
how
I
he
wonder,
escaped.
they say His Majesty. I wonder if the address that they use in Japanese could be gender neutral, like a lot of their things are. In which case, it's not a retcon in Birth by Sleep that Minnie is the one who sends him to the darkness because of its causing trouble in Disney Town.
Maleficent, huh?
They never explain how Maleficent just comes back from the dead either.
Why, Maleficent's power is so great that...
She's toast.
Huh?
Sorry, but Maleficent can't help you now.
And they very flammably she's toast, but they don't have a huge reaction to her returning either.
Did it.
Well, we might have had something to do with it.
Heartless Squad, round up! You just wait. Nobody, and I do mean nobody, messes with the mighty Pete.
So, mighty Pete, who lives in this tower anyway?
Oh, you don't know, eh? Well, it's old Yen Sid. Of course, he's probably a Heartless by now.
Master Yensid.
And again, they should have recognized the tower. It never changes even if it moves. They do make note of that. The Yensid moves his tower around, but he doesn't change the shape of it.
Sid is the king's teacher.
Wow, sounds powerful.
But again, they just decided that and threw him in. So even though they recognized that they hadn't decided that the tower always stays the same, but would have been a nice touch if the tower actually looked different sometimes too. Here's nice. Well, Shard don't care about. Have they gotten any? Donald has. No, he hasn't. I wonder why it keeps saying new. So neither of them has got new abilities. I haven't either. So.
haven't changed one bit.
Well, it's a good thing we're on the job then.
So, the worlds aren't at peace after all?
And that's how they hand-wave that you have to go back to visiting worlds again in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because when you sealed the worlds, you're supposed to totally protect them from the Heartless. So that they couldn't invade anymore. And now they just do, again.
Master Vincent, it's an honor.
Hey there.
Sora, show some respect.
Really easy for the Japanese to put these parts in, because different ways of addressing people and showing respect and stuff is still something that's in their culture that has kind of gone out of American English, at least.
The king has been quite
I am, of course, speaking of my personal things as an American. Maybe I don't know how it is in all other countries around the world too, but read enough manga, seen enough anime, played enough JRPGs that
you have a perilous journey
well
ahead
known
of
that
you.
there is still some
You must be well prepared.
different ways of speaking in
We have to
Japanese
go on
based
another
on
quest? I was looking forward to finding my
just
friend
the
Riku,
words that you use
so we could go
can
back to the
describe
islands.
how you're treating people.
Yes, I know. However, everything in your journey, Sora, is connected. Whether you will find your way home to the islands, whether you will return alone or with your friend, and whether or not the islands will still be there. And the key that connects them all is you, Sora.
I'm the key?
Chosen wielder of the Keyblade, you are the key that will open the door to light. This book contains valuable knowledge you will need for your journey.
And we are totally going to ignore it.
Carefully.
Big as it looks, it doesn't
Once you have
have
finished,
any real
we
information
will
in it.
speak of the
I mean,
enemies
if you
you
read
will
it, it's
surely
a couple of
confront.
pages. They're mostly big illustrations filling them, despite the fact that it looks like a full-size book.
But wait a sec. How come the Heartless are still running around?
Your past endeavors did prevent an immense effusion of Heartless from the Great Darkness. Make no mistake about that. However, the Heartless are darkness made real, and darkness yet lingers in every heart. The Heartless are fewer.
Long as
but
there
while
is
darkness
darkness in the
exists
hearts
in a
of
single
people,
heart,
I will
it
not
will
perish.
be difficult to eliminate
Of
them.
Kurzam.
Gorge, that must mean if everybody's heart was full of light, them Heartless would go away.
Now, it is time to speak of the enemies that you will encounter.
Donald Duck is the enemy.
If one such as you, Donald, yields to the darkness in their heart, they too will become heartless. But you know this. The Heartless are always lurking and ever seeking to capture new hearts. Never let your guard down. Now then. At times, if someone with a strong heart and will, be they evil or good, becomes a Heartless, The empty shell they leave behind begins to act with a will of its own. An empty vessel whose heart has been stolen away. A spirit that goes on even as its body fades from existence. For you see, no bodies do not truly exist at all. Nobodies may seem to have feelings, but this is a ruse. They only pretend to have hearts. You must not be deceived.
Nobodies. They don't exist.
Now then, the being you see before you is known as a dusk. They are the most common form of nobody. But there are others, some larger, some with frightening and unique powers. Be vigilant. On your journey, you will meet an alarming number of dusks. They will all attempt
That's
to
part of the
do you
problem with the whole
harm.
nobody's not having hearts and stuff. Is they drive it home so much, and Yen Sid is one of the
They are
people who
nothing
says
but
so.
empty shells, destined to return to darkness.
Everything we see shows that somehow they do develop hearts of their own. They have feelings, they have emotions, even just the desire to gain the hearts proves that they have one, just like the Tin Man in
The beings you
The
see
Wizard of Oz.
before you now are different. These powerful nobodies have formed a group called Organization 13. It commands the lesser nobodies.
Organization 13.
While Heartless act on instinct, nobodies function in a higher manner. They can think and plan, and it seems they are working towards a goal. What that goal is, we do not know. The king sensed the danger and journeyed forth to fight it. He found the Dark Realm's Keyblade and with it closed the door. Now he's traveling from world to world, fighting the Heartless as he seeks the answer to the riddle of the Nobodies and Organization 13.
Then I guess we better go find the king first.
But where could he be?
Well, we won't know till we look.
Yeah, and the king must know where Riku is, because the two of them were together in the Realm of Darkness when we closed the door. You know, after defeating Ansem.
So, before you go, you will need more suitable traveling clothes. Those look a bit too small for you. Through there, you'll find 3 good fairies. If you ask, they'll create for you appropriate garments.
Gorge, Sora, you sure are growing fast.
I guess.
And of course it's because it didn't happen in the original Japanese, but it is kind of hilarious that, yeah, during the year his voice changed too, and nobody remarks on it. But that's just for us English speakers. Haley Joel Osment, in the time between the 2 games, went through puberty. His voice totally changed.
Riku and the king. I don't care who this organization is or what it's planning. With the 5 of us, 6 of us, there's nothing to worry about, right?
Yeah.
Nice of him to include Jiminy at that point, or the king, I guess, maybe. It's very odd that you talk to her,
Well, look who's here,
and then all of a sudden they go into the
Sora,
cutscene where they
Donald, and
introduce
Goofy.
themselves.
Oh, if you're looking for clothes, you've come to the right place.
I'll do the designing.
Oh, that will never do. Oh, now, dears.
But don't you like this better?
As they're fighting over their colors, they give it very muted
Hold on.
versions of monochrome.
Are you
That's just the one color.
Blue.
Muted and dull colors of red, blue, and green. And then the one they settle on is black with a lot of different little highlights and stuff.
Would you just decide?
Oh, well.
All right, then. Together now, dears. And no more squabbling. Oh, my.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, yes. He does look very dashing.
If you think all those belts and straps are dashing,
Those
sure.
aren't ordinary garments.
They have very special powers. Take the orb, dear. And watch what happens.
I didn't really pay attention to the fact that that orb was a enhanced detail drive orb. But the drive orbs they use are simpler versions of that.
Whoa.
It doesn't consume Goofy when they change him for the first time, either.
2 Keyblades.
This journey's going to be twice as difficult as your last.
Your garments also have other powers. But you'll have to discover what they are.
Twice as difficult because you have to visit each world twice.
Okay, I'll do my best. And
Thank
thanks
goodness
a
they
lot.
didn't up that to 3 in Kingdom Hearts 3. Imagine going to each of those worlds 3 times. Technically, you do revisit them during the Lich fight, I guess. Gonna skip that because it's just about finding the puzzle piece. I was really disappointed that the mirrors give just basic descriptions of the drive forms and don't really do anything.
It's the gummy ship.
Where's it been for a year, too? That's the other question. I guess it could have been called here by Yen Sid when they showed up after getting transported from wherever Castle Oblivion is
So you guys
to the
ready to
library, because to the mansion, I mean, because they're apparently connected.
Now,
But
just
what
a
have
moment.
Chip and Dale been doing for a year? They haven't been sleeping.
Because of your previous endeavors, the worlds have returned to their original states. That means the pathways between them have disappeared.
How do we get around?
Do not fear. If what the king suspected proves true, the worlds have prepared new pathways along which you may travel.
And again, how they hand wave
These
that, because
pathways may
closing
be
the worlds
utilized
off
by
was supposed to
unlocking
totally
special gates.
change that. But
How
it's
these
okay, the
gates
world's
are
just made
opened,
new paths for the gun
I'm
ships
afraid
themselves.
I do not know. However, the Keyblade will serve as your guide. When a beam of light
And then they
radiates
totally
from the
stopped pretending to care
return
during
to the gummy
Kingdom
ship.
Hearts 3.
Though the worlds may seem far apart and out of reach, they nonetheless remain connected by
Well, after the
invisible
initial trip
ties.
to Olympus,
do
which
our
requires
Our
using the
hearts are
Keyblade
connected.
to open the path. But
That
then
is
suddenly
correct.
it's not paths anymore, you're in space.
Got it.
And you free travel everywhere. And
Be
Heartless are everywhere.
warned. As you proceed, the Heartless and the Nobodies will be using their own paths, corridors of darkness, to travel from world to world. They may be attempting to link these dark pathways to the gates between the worlds.
Hey, that's not fair.
Now then, that is all the information I can give to you. Go forth, Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Everyone is waiting.
Okay, let's get going.
Master Jensen.
We sure do appreciate the help.
And where on earth did he go? This is his study. He doesn't have to go anywhere. We never see him anywhere else until he helps out in Kingdom Hearts 3. And why does Bird have to bring Maleficent or Clotilde Resurrect? I guess because she needs somebody to remember her to bring her back to life. Say my name.
Haven't we seen this somewhere before?
Yes, dear. I wonder whose it was.
Oh, Maleficent!
No, we mustn't remember her name. Oh, dear.
She was a mean old witch. Oh no, The memories are coming back. What'll we do? Oh, what'll we do?
Run away! Run away!
Goodness, no. Oh, whatever shall we do? Perhaps we should tell Master Yen Sid.
Yes, that's what we must do. Hurry.
Maleficent!
Fortunately for her, Master Yen Sid, just took off wherever he's going, so he can't defend his tower. And she decides she doesn't want to stay.
Howdy, Sora. How you doing? It's your favorite Billy engineers here, ready for duty. Chip and Dale. Happy flying!
Only one?
That's no good.
Wait, I think it's a world we know.
Maleficent! Maleficent!
As a kid, I always thought it was Maleficent, not Maleficent. Like malignant,
Sure ain't what
like an
I
eye actor,
expected. No shine, no nothing.
Does sound almost the same. Softy and soft eye aren't that different, but
Oh, now what's gonna happen to our plan?
left versus lift. Maleficent, Maleficent.
It's Hollow Bastion.
Gorge, looks kind of different now.
I hope you and the kid are doing okay.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Accessories, armor. Could buy new weapons for them, but I don't care that much. Yep, none of those are items. Yeah, and he doesn't have an item, he just has those. I don't know, but bandana. I'll increase my defense as much as possible. Can't get that till I have some levels of high jump.
Hey, what's going on?
That's the town's defense mechanism.
Yuffie!
Look out!
Let's go! Yeah. Yeah.
I see you're still in top form.
What'd you expect? Looks like you're doing okay.
Well, what did you expect?
How are the others?
Great!
Hey, Yuffie, have you seen the king and Riku?
Nope. But I had a feeling I'd see you guys again.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
Is that supposed to be Leon? Everybody's working on stuff over at Merlin's house. Come on!
Okay, don't care about fighting them anymore. Want to get every hit in that I can to level things.
Meet the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee.
We missed you.
Well, if you ain't in top shape.
I knew it.
Knew what?
A while back, everyone suddenly remembered you guys, all at the same time.
You remembered? Wait, does that mean you forgot about us?
Thanks.
So where have you guys been all this time?
We were sleeping.
Where? In cold storage?
Effectively. But we hand waved that too.
Doesn't matter. This is great. Everyone's together again.
So, we're trying to find Riku and the king. Have you seen him? Right.
Sorry, but let us know if there's anything we can do to help, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Don't go thanking us just yet.
Hollow Bastion's got a problem. A big problem.
You mean like nobodies and heartless?
That's right.
Sounds like you could use our help.
Then let's cut to the chase. Sora, Donald, Goofy, we were hoping the three of you might give us a hand around here.
Like we're gonna say no?
I forgot who I'm dealing with.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Just think of it as a sort of Leon compliment.
Follow me to the Bailey. There's something you need to see.
Oh, I thought it was you. Right on time.
It's Brian!
Sora and the gang said they're gonna help out.
Splendid. We'll count on you.
Right.
Ah, yes. Did you give them the cards, dear?
Oh,
And also, conveniently, since Sora's forgotten how to use
Here.
magic, Merlin will teach
presents
him how to
for
use
you.
the spell real quick.
Leon thought you might like to have them.
And then it's never explained how he gets and powers up the rest of his spells. They just happen.
Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Membership cards!
Kinda cool, huh?
Hey, thanks, Leon. Huh? Oh no! We're supposed to be at the Bailey.
Just a moment, Sora. What about your magic? Huh? Oh, that's right. Maybe you forgot it while you were asleep. Apparently he did. What am I to do with you? I suppose I'll have to lend you a few spells, but be careful with them. He gives us one spell, although we get fire immediately afterward. Thanks, Merlin. Very fast. Golly, I hate trying to do Donald's voice. of the little things that's nice about KH2 compared to KH1. You don't have to clear out enemies in order to open chests. That was so annoying in KH1. Oh, I can get that one. I should get it. Can't actually stand on that. Okay, this is another place where it's pretty easy to die.
Look at that.
Oh.
We want to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better.
I never
There's
noticed
still a
that
lot
before,
to
but
do.
what we're looking at
I'm
is
sure we
all
can
that
handle everything.
darkness there with way too
Except
much yellow, I guess, from
for
Heartless
that.
eyes in it. Apparently that's like a sea of Heartless.
And that.
And then nobody's wandering around for whatever reason. Nobody's are wandering around.
We'll handle him.
Well, that's good to hear. So, Sora, do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry about are the nobodies.
And those Organization 13 guys in charge, too.
You called?
You're doing well.
Who's that?
This calls for a celebration.
This isn't properly explained or explored. The door suddenly closes and we're supposed to prevent it from getting broken into, but why? No explanation from Leon, from the text, or anything. Just, oh yeah, don't prevent the door from going in. What is Blizzard on? Circle? Okay. I need to fix that at some point. Yep. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
The Keyblade, a truly marvelous weapon. Were it only in more capable hands.
Show yourselves!
Organization 13.
And they never make a joke that there's less than 13 of
Good.
them.
Now we can settle this.
What a shame. And here I thought we could be friends.
Stop! What's the big idea?
Oopsie daisy.
Move!
Now, do you think that's polite? Shutting me down like that?
I said get out of the way!
As if. You can talk all you want, but that won't change a thing.
Then we are gonna make you move.
See, that would work if I were just any old dude. Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old about me.
Huh. Tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me?
That's right! He used to give me that same exact look.
I guess you think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know. Be a good boy now.
Wait! Nuts, he got away.
That was weird. Who gave him the same look?
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Only one me. The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Wow!
Huh?
What's this?
Gorge, you think?
Best plot MacGuffin. Something that they encounter in the world opens the way to the next world. And so they have to go travel to look for it for no reason whatever. Although this one technically leads to a group of 3 in 2 worlds, but we have to go through specific gates to reach each one.
Oh, now I get it. That must have been the gate Yen Sid talked about.
Oh boy!
Sorry to run, Leon. But other worlds are calling.
Organization 13. They look tough. Be careful out there.
See you soon.
Do my eyes deceive me? Does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade? He's nothing but a boy.
Give him a chance. It means he's straight as an arrow. He's pure of heart, unlike all of us here.
He had better be, or else he's worthless.
I truly hope he's enjoying himself on his adventure. Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
You act as though you have a conscience. When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
Truer words were never spoken. Well, I suppose the fun will have to wait.
Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves.
Gentlemen, the hero of the Keyblade has embarked on a new adventure. Make sure it is one he will remember. Now go.
Hey! What happened to Twilight Town? It's gone!
And that's all we get of that. No explanation. It's just gone. Can't visit it until later. Now, eventually I'm going to have to do some stuff for gummy missions. And apparently they're hard if you don't do them immediately, but whatever. I don't care. When I decide to do the gummy mission stuff for achievements, whatever, to get that done, we'll do it.
Piece of cake.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start with Land of Dragons so we can get some experience. Experience is the main reason they do Land of Dragons in first in the regular critical speedrun. And then they immediately go to Olympus Coliseum because it's the only one of the 3 starting worlds that really gives them good tools. It gives a good Keyblade and Thunder and Trinity Limit. None of the stuff you pick up in Land of Dragons or Beast Castle really helps out.
Come on, girl.
But in level 1 critical, because Beast Castle is...
Whoops, public enemy #1. You're gonna be famous. I'm talking A-list.
Well, because Land of Dragons is sped up more by the tools of Olympus Coliseum, they do Beast Castle first, since experience doesn't matter.
I just hope I don't get discovered.
Whatever, you're just scared, admit it.
Aren't you?
Huh?
Yes? Let's get the jump on him.
Gorge, maybe we better look before we leap.
People like to point out that Goofy's are really wise, but also anytime they say something relating to Roxas and it confuses Sora, Goofy's like, oh no, he's just trying to trick you.
That's right. I know you heard of me. I'm little, lethal, and legendary. Now y'all scram before I get my dragon dander up.
Hey, Mushu, we missed you.
Yeah, well, you better hope I miss you, or else you're Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Do you
And I think I mentioned this during my Journey playthrough as well, but I really do like the fact that Sora connects with Mushu and Simba, who used to summon.
I'm a mighty dragon, right?
Something like that. And you are?
I'm Mulan. No, I mean...
Ping!
Mulan Ping.
Just Ping. I am Ping, son of Fazu.
You know Mushu?
Mushu's one of my family's guardians.
We didn't know we were born with
P-H-O-U is
somebody as
pronounced more like
important as a
Ju.
family
Ju.
guardian.
Yeah, that's right. And that puts you three up to your eyeballs in debt to Ping here. Well, guess what, kiddies? It's payback time.
Mushu.
Nah, they don't mind. Ain't that right?
Sounds fair.
See, Ping here was just on his way to join the Imperial Army. We gotta go find the other recruits over at the training camp.
Would you join us? It'll be easier to fit in if I'm with guys like you.
Yeah, like Donald and Goofy, who are definitely
Don't
guys.
worry about that. You're pretending to be a boy, aren't you?
Huh? You're a girl?
He is so shocked at that.
You didn't notice?
Not me.
I think it's working.
Oh yeah, totally
Those
working,
two would
Mulan,
fall
don't
for
worry.
anything.
I mean Ping.
I'm right here.
Okay, did I get any new abilities? Item boost, okay. Sure, that'll just about full heal me with a potion then. Draw an item boost. Maybe I should give her some potions after all. How many do I have left? 8? Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, maybe I'll give her a potion or two. Oops. Okay, I need to get used to... I think I do want items on X, specifically because of how it interfaces with... okay. So, specifically because of how that interfaces with limit form, although that's way down the line. Keep them in party attack for now. Goofy, so I can go into form. Grab these. Ooh, an ether, nice. Okay, let's see. Is it worth grabbing those? I don't know, not really. I don't think. Let's grab some potions for now so that they can keep me healed. That'll make this a lot easier. And I think that'll be it for now. Alright. My lunch is here, so I'm going to take about an hour break. And then I'll come back to stream some more and do some more this afternoon. So until then, we are going to sign off.